Welcome to Amazon Global Logistics webinar. My name is Han Nguyen again from HEL Seller Enablement Team. So during today's webinar, I will go over HEL's various services and offerings, how our program can benefit your business, and also how to get started and begin using our services via Seller Central. We will then end the webinar with a quick Q&A session. So keep in mind that we will also be reaching back out to everyone after the webinar with additional resources and a recording of the webinar itself. Okay, so let's begin with Amazon Global Logistics services and offerings. So who are we? Today, our primary services is ocean transportation of goods from China directly to Amazon fulfillment centers in the US, UK, and EU. So you can currently book with Amazon Global Logistics through either Seller Central or Shipper Central. We also offer other value-added services such as palletization, import-export clearance, and shipment pickup directly from your supplier's warehouse. So in the future, we would like to expand our service to include many more countries and regions as your business continues to grow internationally. Our mission is to create a customer-centric global shipping experience for all of our sellers by building cost-effectively and convenient logistical solutions. So on the screen, you can see where we transport to. So as you can see from this image on the screen, we ship from most of China's main shipping ports such as Yantian, Ningbo, Shanghai, and Shenzhen. So in Europe, you can ship to the EU5, which are UK, Germany, France, Italy, and Spain. In the US, we have various locations such as California, Indiana, Pennsylvania, and so forth. So here's a simplified look of how cross-border logistics looks like today. So through cross-border logistics, manufacturers typically engage with a forwarder to move cargo via ocean or air freight directly into an Amazon FBA warehouse, a third-party logistics warehouse, or the seller's warehouse for FBA preparation before ultimately completes the final delivery to the consumer. So this current process can be pretty time-consuming and costly. So when manufacturers ship product directly to the FC, shipping plans are unstable as they might be required to split the shipment between several FCs. So it is because of this that sellers typically often require the additional expense of receiving shipments into a 3PL or their own warehouse for FBA preparation. So the current process, as you know, is very manual, requiring quotes and bookings to be completed via emails with origin operations. Sometimes, most of the time resulting in additional delays and decreased visibility as tracking is often not available. So that's why we're here. Our purpose is to help resolve these common cross-border logistical challenges for our sellers. So here are the transportation options that we offer. So as you can see, we offer competitive full container load and less than container load transportation directly to FCs with our sortable FCs accepting floor-loaded containers. We also handle all arrangements for delivery to the FC, so you don't need to be involved with any delivery appointments. We want to make this experience as hands-off as possible for our sellers. So sellers shipping into the US can also choose to ship via Fast Ocean. Fast Ocean reduces the lead time by half compared to the standard ocean options with just a 20% to 30% additional cost. And one of our other services is Ship to Seller Storage, also known as SDS. So SDS allows you to ship full container loads via standard ocean from China to a non-Amazon storage facility of your choice in the US, UK, and Germany. So it gives you the flexibility to mix and ship inventory of any size to either your own warehouse or a 3PL. So when using this program, Amazon will act like a freight forwarder. So our usual end-to-end services are available, including pickup, floor loading, and custom clearance at origin and destinations. In the US, we can deliver within 200 miles of most US ocean ports. In the UK, we can deliver within 400 miles of Felixstowe port. In Germany, we can deliver within 400 miles of the Rotterdam port. So ship-to-seller storage is currently only available on Shipper Central, which is our dedicated shipping portal where you can book, track, and pay for your shipments. If you wish to learn more about SDS, consider that it's done on Shipper Central rather than the usual Seller Central. Please request for more information and we'll have our team walk you through how to onboard and book shipments. Okay, so another service we offer is STAR. So ship to Amazon warehousing and distribution. So we currently offer ocean full container load on Seller Central and less than container load on Shipper Central. So the key benefits is that you would ship directly from China to an Amazon upstream storage, and by using this program, we also auto replenish your product back into an Amazon FC. It is very cost savings and a hands off the wheel. So once inventory is shipped to an Amazon upstream storage, we will handle replenishment to fulfillment centers with lead time of 7 to 10 days. You have full ability to view end-to-end inventory status and no need to deal with multiple logistics service providers. Again, if you wish to learn more about STAR, you can make your request, your inquiry to learn more via the email that we will reach out to you post-webinar. Okay, so here you can see how auto replenishment works. So you don't have to worry about stock out with our seamless integration with Amazon Transportation. You can monitor your inventory replenish, how it's shipped to FBA, and just replenishment your shipment. Okay, so as mentioned before, we also offer fast ocean services from China to the US, which is available via both Ocean FCL and LCL. Right here on the side, you can see a breakdown of our estimated door-to-door transit times we currently offer per transport mode. These are not promised shipping time, but they indicate what kind of speed you can expect from our services. Again, all of this information will be sent out post-webinar. If you have any questions, I'll get to it in our Q&A session. Okay, so you can use this information to track shipments and obtain accurate estimates of your product when your product will be received by the FCs. And on the left-hand side, you can see a quick breakdown of US fulfillment center locations we ship to based on the product size near the bottom left corner of the slide. So one key benefit when shipping with Amazon Global Logistics that we have a free feature called FC locking. So FC locked is when you don't have to worry about split shipments if your products are all in the same size categories. So for example, if you ship all standard size products, they're all going to be locked into one fulfillment center, so you don't have to deal with multiple shipments being split all across FCs. And that feature is completely free if you ship with Amazon Global Logistics. Okay, so next we will discuss what benefits AGL offer your business. So as you see, the key benefits of using Amazon Global Logistics include save time, reliability, reduce cost, and convenience. So when you save, for saving time, sellers save a lot of time by eliminating the need to import shipments to a destination warehouse, preparing the shipments for FBA, and having to coordinate another leg of shipping to reach the fulfillment center. So our service eliminates the extra time it takes to receive and ship FBA products by moving shipments directly from the port to our Amazon fulfillment center. So sellers reduce costs by bypassing a destination warehouse and eliminating the extra shipping charge of coordinating shipments into an FC. There is also added savings by allowing the manufacturer to label your FBA shipments and reduce product handling costs. So it's very convenient because you will be able to use a single portal to conveniently create, book, track, and pay for all of your FBA shipments. Seller will be, you guys will have, Amazon has worked diligently to strengthen our network of Amazon Global Logistics Service providers to standardize our transit times and maintain high reliability. So as I've mentioned, we offer a one-stop shop experience through our integrated booking platform, which resides within Seller Central. So on Seller Central, you can set up your AGL profile, place a booking. You can choose the value-added services if you need, make payments, and track shipments. And if you have any questions or issues about onboarding or creating shipment, you can definitely get in touch with us post-webinar. All of our the way we handle payments is going to be through Seller Central through your disbursement account. Okay, so now that you've learned about the business structure and our products, the next step is I'll quickly talk about how you can get started with us. Okay, so getting started will be done through Seller Central. The link to get started with your profile setup will be included in the post-webinar outreach. When you click on the link, it will take you directly to our Seller Central page. So if you are an existing Amazon Global Logistics user, as in if you have an account on Shipper Central, you can complete setup by linking your AGL Shipper account. Now, if you don't have an AGL account, there will be a button for you to click on to create a new account button. So once you do that, in order to get started, you have to have your IOR complete. And the IOR stands for Importer of Record. And just go ahead and click on Set Up Importer of Record. And this is the setup for that. So this step will help expedite cross-border compliance with customs agencies. You will provide your importer of record details, upload the required documents if we ask for. We will review and approve, or we will review and notify you on the next steps. And once your IOR is approved by our compliance team, you'll be able to start booking with Amazon Global Logistics. So here, this is where you're going to add your importer of record details. You're going to click on Add Manage Contact, and go ahead and click on Add Contact. So you, the seller, are going to be the importer of record. So once you click Add Contact, this section will pop up for you to add your information. So this information, basically just the basic information of your company, the name, location, phone number, contact, and especially your EIN number. This information you add here should match your EIN exactly. This is a case-sensitive situation, so if you have a comma, a dash, a period in your company names, please make sure you copy and paste it exactly to be in compliance. Okay, so this is an example of how it looks when everything's filled out, and then you can click on Add Contact. So once you click Add Contact, you will see it here. It's already populated, and then you go ahead and click the back button. So in the screen, you can see you already uploaded information. You're going to choose it from the drop down, and everything you have filled out will be populated here. So after clicking on the drop down, it's going to ask you for some more basic information, such as have you imported before? You're going to choose yes or no. If no, then how many times are you planning on importing to the US? Now, the main question we need you to answer is, do you have a customs bond? If you choose, you're more than welcome to use your existing bond. However, if you do not have a bond, it will let you purchase a bond through us, since we do work with an in-house custom broker called Inlet. You don't have to pay for this bond until after you book your first shipment. This is just a request of a purchase of the bond. And this bond can be utilized for other carriers as well. So if you don't have a bond and you click on Purchase Bond, you'll see this pop up here, allowing you to enter your product description. So you can click, or you can hover over the I icon to give more details of how to put in the description. and the primary country your company imports from should be from China. And then you will hit quote, and you can see the continuous bond price here. If it's less than $500,000 for the import duty taxes, then the price of it will be $350. Once you confirm everything that looks like filled out correctly, you can click on confirm purchase. Okay, so now that you have your customs bond request purchase, again, you don't have to pay for this bond until you actually have a shipment with us. Back to this screen, there will be some more information for you to need to fill out. So you need to choose a power of attorney. The POA is, so you will put in the email address of the office or the company that will sign the POA. So power of attorney is another authorized person within your email, within your company that we can contact. Okay, so you will check your mailing address. If you still need to edit here, it will provide you an option to let you edit. But if everything is correct, you will hit next to move forward. Okay, so that will bring you to the screen. So your importer, it will let you confirm all the details one more time. Now, once your importer record is submitted, there will be an e-signatures generated to you and your power of attorney. So you need to make sure that you both sign the DocuSign to complete the full IOR submission. Our compliance team will review the information. So once everything is reviewed, we will reach out to you if there's any missing information or missing documents that we need. If everything is approved, then you can go ahead and start booking with Amazon Global Logistics. Okay, so the onboarding process is pretty straightforward. Pretty much your company's information, and then if you have a customs bond or not. If you have any questions regarding onboarding with us, please feel free to reach out via the email that we will reach out to you post-webinar, and you can request for a one-on-one call consultation. We will walk you through the process of how to get started also. Okay, so the last section will be about our FBA Receiving Rules. Okay, so again, like this is the free feature, as I mentioned, FC locking. If you ship within the same size category of your shipment, all your shipment will go to one FC, and you don't have to worry about it being split all across Amazon fulfillment centers. So on the left-hand side, you can see the as in type definition, which will help align with the right-hand side chart. So for example, you have the sortable, non-sortable, heavy bulky, specialty, and then you can see the locked FC destinations on the right-hand side chart. We will send all of this out to you so you don't have to worry about writing any of it down. So when you ship with Amazon Global Logistics, we do allow floor loading for standard size and fashion items, and there's some more notes in the description box right there. Unless your product is oversized and heavy bulky, in that case we do ask for palletized. But however, if not, then we allow loose boxes floor loading, so you can maximize your shipment. Okay, so in case you do need to palletize your product, this is the description of what the pallet looks like. So you have the dimensions and the measurements of the pallets right there, and the material that required for it. So for example, if you're shipping to the US, we asked for it to be wood with that dimensions, the weight, and you can see the four-way entry. Four-way entry stands for the forklift. Okay, so the next slide is following the FBA receiving rules. There are going to be 3 types of labels that you will need. So first you have the FNSQ, there's the barcode for your products, and also the carton labels and the pallet labels. Now keep in mind, when you print out these labels, it might give you an option to print out a pallet label. However, if you are not, if you don't have pallets of your shipment, you do not need to print it out. But we do ask for the SKU label and the carton label. Okay, so this is an example of the containers are shipping from China directly to an Amazon fulfillment center. So when you ship, you have to make sure that you're following our FBA receiving rules. We follow the exact same rules as Amazon FBA. So on the picture, you can see it shows you what it looks like with the measurements. And following these rules will help your container doesn't get rejected.